Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I thought I would look through all of my sketchbooks that I've done so far. So this is it. I have done 6 sketchbooks. The sixth one I'm currently still using, and I'm really quite thankful that I have been sketching in sketchbooks since day one, because really this is most, I would say, of my art journey is all just collected here. And I mean, this is where I started. Oh, let me grab something. I just remembered I also have this art file, and this file was, I think it's my first ever drawings, proper drawings. I mean, as a child I drew some questionable, weird human-like figures, stickman things, but those really weren't considered drawings. This is technically the first time that I thought I'd wanted to do this for a long time and keep on practicing and actually improve my art. So I have this folder, and let's just look through this first, right? So this is the beginning of my art journey. I think this is actually the first ever thing I ever drew, like when I knew I wanted to get into art more. And really, my cousin was the one who got me into drawing. Not her, it's just because she knows how to draw and she's been doing it professionally for a few years now. And really, I just got inspired by her, and I thought, wow, if she can do it, I can do it too. So that's how I started this journey, and it's still, still going strong. So let's just take a look at this. So this is my first ever drawings of, well, I guess eyes. And really my idea for this folder is that it was gonna be a folder which I would draw different types of eyes, hands, noses, mouths, hairstyles. And when I create OCs, original characters, I would choose like for example, oh, I want this hairstyle for this person, I want this nose, and I want this kind of eyes, and I would piece them all together in my sketchbook, and that's how I would make an OC. And for my first 2 or so OCs, I did follow this kind of formula I created for myself. And now thinking back on it, it's kind of weird, but I guess it works. It's kind of like those gacha life games where you get to choose every feature. I don't know, it's weird. But anyways, these are my first ever drawings of eyes. I think I just went on YouTube and followed a few tutorials like Love to Draw Mangas, Bailey J's, and some other YouTubers which I don't follow now, but I just watched their video and I thought the eyes looked really cool. And some are female, some are male, like I pointed out here. And right eye, left eye, happy, bad boy, kind, gentle, sensitive. And here I have some hands. So this is, I think this was a tutorial by Mikey Mega. I'm not too sure, but I think it is. And some of them were by Tall Art or just some random tutorials I saw online. I know this for a fact, I copied my own hand, and I thought it turned out super well and super crisp, and it just looks really sketchy, and it had that kind of artist sketchy vibe, so I kept it. This one I also copied my own hand, but it didn't turn out as well. As you can see, it looked way more stiff. And here I have some noses which I drew, some types of mouths, and some hairstyles which I honestly still love. Some of these are quite good, for me drawing for the first time properly. These weren't even that bad. Some head proportions. And I have another sheet of paper here. This one was colored eyes. I think there was also, yeah, I wrote down here, YouTuber Mystic Arts, YouTuber Learn to Draw Manga, and YouTuber Rambutan Illustration. So I followed their tutorials, and I drew out, well, I colored out and drew out these eyes. And I think I used fine liners on these. This was the first time I ever used fine liners, and I had no idea what I was doing. But some of these are quite cool, like the heart-shaped ones, and yeah. Some more eyes, some closed eyes, and just kind of happy, smiling kind of eyes. And here I have some more hairstyles. Just take a look at them. They were mostly female, and I wrote down the YouTubers here as well. Tall Art, Learn to Draw Manga, Nautical Williams. So, oh my god, this looks really, really bad. But the rest, I really like this one still. I think this was by Nautical Williams, and I still really like this one. I might use it someday. But yeah, you can just see they're there. In the back, we have even more hairstyles. I quite like this one and the braid one, I guess. And I have some steps written down here. So yeah, and I have some male hairstyles here, which they generally tend out with. Oh, this looks like Albedo's hairstyle. Okay, well, I am just really terrible at drawing male characters. They're just never masculine enough. And I know not all males have to be masculine, but still. That's that. In the back, I have this. This is like Goku's hair or something. I don't know. Right. And then we have some hair shading techniques. So I followed some tutorial and they said, oh, this is the simple shading style. This is more complex shading style. And I must say the shading isn't even that bad, honestly. Like, for a beginner, it's quite good, okay? Some chibi faces. These, yeah, are kind of funny. And some shading tutorials. What is this? Whoa. Some complex stuff which I don't even understand. But yeah, that's that. And wow, more stabs and an actual shaded apple, which is really not that good, but okay. Some more chibi faces. Yep. This is the super simplified expression chart. What? Okay. Anyways, I just have 2 expressions here. Super angry and stuck to the ground. Stuck to the ground? I don't know what that means. It sounds weird anyways. Gosh. We have some bodies. Skirts and some outfit design, some feet drawing, and some more outfits, heads, male head, some more outfits. And some perspective drawings. These turned out quite good, and gosh, she's voluptuous. Oh my god. You know what? I followed Mikey Mega Mega's tutorial. He draws really, really voluptuous girls. But I thought the perspective was super good, and honestly, like, his tutorial is amazing. You can really tell, like, the perspective is really up there, but god, why is she so voluptuous? Anyways, yeah. It's for educational purposes, let's just say that. And here we have more. It's just from the bottom up this time. So we have these 2. And we have some human anatomy notes. I was trying to learn muscles. Wow. Wow. Interesting. And some clothes, manga school uniform. They're not even straight, they're slanted. Anyways, okay. Oh, some fighting poses, I think. Yeah, 9 fight scenes. Interesting. I haven't looked back on a lot of these, so these are quite new. This is, wow, I was really gonna learn the human anatomy, huh? Like, I was really gonna learn out where, like, every muscle is. Jesus, I thought you needed to know that to get into art. Clearly you do not. What is this? The line of balance. It looks like some sort of, like, graph. Okay, anyways. Yeah, this is really way too much. Whoa. Calm down. And I think that's almost it. So now let's get into my first sketchbook. Wow, I haven't looked through this in a long time, so I don't know what to expect. I know some stuff that is in there, but not all. So this is just a sketchbook from Popular Bookstore, and it's the Pop Arts brand. It's not that it really smudges really easily, but anyways. So here's the first page. I wrote sketches and just some dates, things like that. My first sketchbook, no date written down. Anyways, so I drew a variety of things. This was when I think I bought like the colored pencils for sketching. Some random faces, like an eye, some lettering, some skirt clothing fold things. A face which is really stretched out. Some shading. Yeah. An interesting first page for sure. Here's Natsu and Lucy from what was it? Fairy Tail. And Fairy Tail was one of the first like long animes I watched, and I did finish like all the seasons and everything. But I think it's even up to now one of the only like longer animes that I watch. The other ones that I watch are like shorter, and like The Promised Neverland or like Demon Slayer. They're not as long. So that's interesting. And here's, I think, Urza Scarlet, and this is her, like, that angel outfit. I don't remember what it's called, but that's that. This was from some other anime I was watching. I don't remember the name, but I know I was watching it, and it was some, like, magic high school anime, I think. Anyways, let's move on. Here, I just did some calligraphy practices, because I was really getting into calligraphy. This is supposed to be, I think, Wendy from Fairy Tail as well, and this is, I think, someone from Fairy Tail 2. Either that or it's from Fire Emblem, I'm not too sure, but yeah. And then here, this is actually really good. I don't know why I covered this up with random highlighting and like testing. This is supposed to be, I think, Queen Mikoto from Fire Emblem Fates. And I must say the hands turned out really well. I don't even think I can draw such nice hands now. It depends on the day I'm drawing. But this is supposed to be Queen Mikoto, and I think it does look like her to an extent, so that was really good. And more staple clips. I don't know why I did so many stapling. Anyways, some more calligraphy practices, and this is supposed to be some like witch character, I guess. I don't know. Oh, here was, I think, crap. This was when I started watching Cardfight Vanguard, and it was like, yeah, Team Try 3. I don't remember much of the anime at all, but I know this was some like other team in like the second or third season or something, and I really like them, so I drew. And apparently his name is Chrono and Tokoha. I don't know, but I thought their poses were quite cool, so I think that's why I drew them. Oh, this you can barely see it, but it's supposed to be like a male and a female drawn with like their respective colors, and I'm putting air quotes because I mean male can be, you know, pink as well, and female can be blue as well, but just, I don't know, I just wanted to draw like a typical male and female with like their respective colors per se. But anyways, here I have, this was from a drawing tutorial, and I think it turned out quite well. Honestly, I might redraw it. I did just follow the tutorial from the start to the end, so it didn't turn out that badly. And yeah. Here was, oh my god, okay, this is so embarrassing. Here was some like logos I was drawing of like Minecraft, Fairy Tail, but there is no tail, and Fire Emblem, but I started too far on the right, so there was no place for the M, so it became Fire Emblem. It's not that good. My space management is really terrible. It has gotten better, but I think it's still quite bad now. Random eyes. This was the first ever pen sketch I did, so hey, that's an improvement from my pencil sketch. Here I have my first ever background drawing of like a background kind of scene. I think it was from some screenshot capture or some YouTube tutorial, but I drew this really cool background which I loved. It didn't turn out that bad, honestly. The buildings could use a lot of work, but like this area isn't even that bad for like that time. Here is a Blaster Blade from Cardfight Vanguard. I do not know what this is, and it's like some female worm angel thing. White angels. Oh, I think I was planning out like, okay, I think it's supposed to be this. And like I was trying to draw like this like whole fantasy angel kind of theme. Like I had a white angel here, like I think it's behind, I had like a dark angel somewhere, and they're supposed to be like healers and like attackers, and in this like fantasy world, and like I planned out some like information about them. But yeah, that never became a real thing. It just kind of stayed in this sketchbook. Here are some more faces. Yeah, and some more faces, random things again, and some body sketches. This is really creepy. What is this? Look at this, guys. Like, honestly, what is this? Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, here's the Dark Angel, and it's like a male dark person, and it's, yeah, I had just some plans for who he was and what he represents and all that. And moving on, these were, I think the, oh crap, mini like fairy people from Winx Club. Like, I think it was in season 5 or 6, they had these like mini pixies people who would like go along with the Winx, and I thought they looked really cool, so I drew them. And here's, I guess, Athena and Ninthea, I guess? I don't know. And some more writing things. Okay, here was my first ever, well, the first ever drawing I considered finished and done. So you can see here is Nagisa, Shoto from Assassination Classroom. This, I will say, is the first ever anime I watched. So it holds a special place in my heart, and it was the first time I used liners with colored pencils, so it was really a new experience for me. But I mean, hey, it didn't turn out that badly for my first time. And this is Kyra. She's also from Assassination Classroom. So yeah. I think I drew Nagisa before I drew her. So yeah. Oh, I tried to color the Instagram logo with Copic markers. The colors were clearly too dark and saturated, but this was someone from, I think, it might have been Fire Emblem. Oh, I think it's from Fire Emblem Heroes that I drew this person. I don't remember her name though. But yeah. Here was my first ever OC. Oh my, this is Jay, so I created first. Was he first or was Emeralda first? I think he was first. He's just named Jace now, and this was his first ever design, I guess. And I mean, things changed along the way, but this is supposed to be like my own brand or something, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's really iconic, but yeah, okay, let's move on. So here is just some drawing of some random girl I think I found on like some magazine. And here is Karma Akabane from Assassination Classroom as well. That's that. Well, I wrote down random sketches, so there's really just random things drawn here. And here was Levi and Mikasa from Attack on Titan, which I actually never watched. My friend watched it before me, and I was like, oh, I'll get into it. But I just never really got into it. I don't know why, but I still haven't. Maybe I should go watch it. There are just more sketches, and you see all the pencil smudges. Yeah, not that great. And here are just some hairstyle sketches. Yep. And here is this random character. And I think this is supposed to be my yearly critique character. Oh, you know how in my last video I said I did that drawing where I did it every year and I would redraw it again? I think this was supposed to be her, but I thought it turned out too ugly. So I changed it, I think. Because I did write yearly critique character, then I erased it. Huh. Interesting. And here is, I think it's supposed to be Scarlet Witch from Avengers. Yeah. Here are some really cute animals, which they're so cute and they're so unique. They're from the Winx Club season 7, I think, where they entered that garden dome thing and there were just these animals running around in that place. I don't remember what that place is called, but I think it is in season 7. And they all have like names, I think. So I drew some of them. And yeah, I remember the Congo May. This is so cute. Only eats fruits and vegetables. Meat makes it a monster. Yeah, I remember that. Huh. Interesting. Well, I watched a lot of Winx Club when I was young, just because I love like the fairy magical aspect of it. And here was my official yearly critique character, and as you can see, she had like these pigtail things going on, this ribbon ponytail pigtail thing, I don't know, but yeah, I kind of just discarded that. And she had this bow as well, and I wrote down some of this year's comments, and the next year I came back and I wrote down some more comments. And yeah. Oh, here I was doing some sketches of like Katsushi and Osama from, what was it, Bongo Stray Dogs. But they got covered up by this lovely Copic illustration, which I think I saw it on the Soul of Wind YouTube channel. And basically they have like this music playing and they have really cool art in the background. And I really love this angel girl and I drew her. But I clearly did not know how to blend Copic markers, and I clearly did not have enough colors to blend. Like, this is just, I don't know. But I mean, it was a good first attempt. I think it turned out well, you know. Here's just some houses, like some world I was planning for my angels to live in. Wow, I was still dedicated to that idea, huh? And here's Mira Jane from Fairy Tale. I think I recorded me drawing her and posted it on YouTube, so you can go check that out. And she honestly turned out quite good. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting her to turn out that great. The shadow and shading is quite nice, I think. And yeah, here I was doing some more hairstyle drawings. I think this was the first ever ideation process of creating Emeralda. Wow, this is the first ever time I drew Emeralda. And as you can see, her hair is already kind of having that shape, which she has now. And her eyes, her nose, her mouth. She pretty much looks like Emeralda, but I didn't know her name. But then I was like, oh, maybe let's just try some other ideas for hairstyles and faces. But I didn't really like any of them, so I think I just stick to this. And it became Emeralda. This, I don't know what this is, some random sketches. A really creepy face, but let's move on. This was a pen sketch of a hair. I think it was some character from the Red Blood Cell anime. It's just launched here, I think. And I drew the hairstyle and I really liked it with pen. And I think I posted it onto Instagram. And here is the first ever colored version of Emeralda. I was using watercolor pencils, I think. But I clearly did not know how to use them, and I smudged the nose like crazy, and there's like no pigment in anything. So scrap that, and I just moved on to using Copics in my Copic paper. So it's not in the sketchbook, I don't think. Oh, here was when I was trying to commit to like a daily sketching thing. So yeah, here you can see my day 1 sketches and day 2 sketches. Day 2 as well, sketches, yeah. Day 3, and I try to use like a different color every day to like differentiate them. Yeah, here was from the Red Blood Cells at Work anime, whatever it's called. But I just drew her, and yeah, the hands are really tiny. Oh, I'm carrying on with that daily thing. Day 4. Day 5. Day 6. And I drew some hands, which these honestly turned out quite well. Like this was, like you can see I wrote down the YouTuber's names, which I followed. I really like the peace sign down here. And like this one up here I quite like as well. And then some fist practices. Jiro was trying to draw J's again, but it didn't really turn out. And I think she was supposed to be like some... I think I had already planned out Emeralda's hairstyle, so this was like her in a ponytail. This was her with like the wind sway to the left. This was her with the wind sway to the right. It's kind of cool, I guess. And this was, I think, my first ever Sharpie challenge I did. So this was the illustration I did, then I lined it, then I went to color it with Sharpies. And I think it might be up on YouTube, it might not. I'm not too sure. But I know this is my first ever Sharpie challenge. I think this is some guy from Boku no Hero. I don't remember his name. I watched like the first few episodes and I just kind of stopped because it was just too long and I didn't really feel anything special about it, to be very honest with you. But yeah. And here I have Emeralda again. And this random character girl. Yeah. And here's Otoya. Oh my god, this is Otoya from Utapri. I think I downloaded the Utapri game and I started watching the anime from here. I watched a few episodes and I just kind of stopped for some reason. But this is Otoya, and yeah. This is Natsuki, which I never finished. And this is Ai, which he's actually my favorite. And I found out that he's some sort of like robot, kind of like AI person. Which is funny because my favorite character in Genshin Impact, or one of my favorite male characters in Genshin Impact, is Albedo. And turns out he's also like a prototype robot kind of person, so what's it with me and robots? Here is Tokia. And this is from Jessica Hopper's tutorial, I guess. And it was also like perspective and drawing a room. And it turned out really nicely, I'll be honest. Like, I had the patience to kind of do that perspective thing and draw every line out perfectly, and it did turn out quite nice, as you can see. So yeah, I'm quite glad I did this tutorial because this is really when I started to learn perspective and how to make things look 3D. So, this was, I don't remember his name, but he was from Bongo Stray Dogs as well, I think. Kunikida, I guess, I don't know. Some random girl. Natsu from Fairy Tail. And Amiya-chan, I think this was me designing her. I don't remember her. Who is she? Is she an OC? I genuinely don't remember her. Wow. Wait, I have to look back on this. Huh, that's so interesting. Wow, I didn't know I had her as an OC. Interesting. See, finding new things. I think this was her again. And this is some nurse character. A self-portrait, which I still kind of like up to today. I mean, I see things I want to fix, but for back in that time, I think it was really good. So yeah. And some faces I followed from tutorials. This one turned out quite okay, I must say. Some more side view faces. I think I drew them again. Oh, this is some girl I think I drew, and some guy I drew. I think they were supposed to be like OCs for like some fantasy themed story, but I never really created that story, so not yet anyway. So yeah. Some more doodles, and yeah, some more doodles. And here's Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail, Chemist from Utapri as well. Here I was going back to do the weekly sketching, but like, remember previously I did daily, but now I'm trying to do weekly, so here was week 1, week 2. Lucy from Fairy Tail, Gray from Fairy Tail. Here's week 5, week 6. I quite like this one. And this too, I mean, they're quite good, both of them. Oh, here's 3 and 4. I don't know why they're like this, but anyways. Here's 3 and 4. Here's Lizana and Elfman from Fairy Tail as well. Here is Crusader, who's supposed to be an OC, but I never really developed her. I know I colored her in like Copics and watercolor and then like acrylics. And I posted all 3 of them on Instagram, and I just wanted to see like the difference in like the color combination and like shading I could get with the different mediums. So that's that. I must say I quite like the flow of the hair and the amount of details I added. And here's week 7. Here's week 9 and week 11. I don't know why they're kind of jumbled up, but here's week 8. And they're just cats there. And I was trying to draw a head, I guess. I don't know. And, yeah, some random weird doodles. More weird doodles. And I think this is supposed to be perspective drawing. Let's put that upside down. This is like a hallway. This is like a 2-point perspective, and I'm drawing. But yeah, that was the end of the sketchbook. Wow, that was really long. I think I might split this up actually. I might do a few videos. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I thought I could get through more sketchbooks than this, but I really couldn't, and it's taking up forever already. So I think I'll split this kind of series up into a few videos, and I'll go through all my sketchbooks up till what I'm doing currently. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye!